That was weird. I don't know what happened. Intro fucked up, but hey, here we are. Back for the first time in a very long time. It's been well over a month. Joey, what
Damn.
episode is it?
Oh Lord.
No, that's wrong. That's
Yeah.
40, 42.
Close. 40.
Ah, there we go.
Close to your age.
This is 40. So I was looking at it. So we did 38 in Chicago, 39 when we got back from Chicago. We haven't done one since.
We had
Really
the fall break.
Had a fall break.
Yep.
Had a lot of things going on. One week somebody wasn't available. Next week, and we just kind of stacked it. But it also gave us time to bring up. That'll be the last time we use that intro, even though it fucked it up. That'll be the last time. Not restarting this. We've been trying to go live for 45 minutes.
My fault.
30 minutes, something like that. I had to do some stuff. Dustin's got it. As you can see, Dustin's looking nice and fresh. New webcam, new computer, new headphones, same microphone.
Yup.
AJ, you got anything new?
nope.
Joey, you got anything new?
Nope.
Okay. Well, what we do have new is, we mentioned it back in August, I think, on an episode, that we were working on doing a rebrand. That rebrand is here. That was the last, like I said, that'll be the last time you see that intro. This will be the last time you see this screen that you're seeing now.
We canceled that intro.
True. We have a new, similar looking layout, little minor differences. Name is gone. After we post this video to social media, after we post this to YouTube, all of our social medias and everything will change to the new name, new logo, new everything. And we're also not only doing wrestling anymore, so we are now branching out to do. We're all going to do. As for now, we're still going to do it on this same channel, but we're going to branch out and start doing some entertainment stuff like movies, TV shows, trailer reactions, anything like you could think of in that aspect. We're all very big movie buffs. If you've seen AJ's house, it is insane. With movie posters and all these things signed by the entire cast of Avengers plus more.
So much shit.
If you look
We could
behind,
do a Yo MTV Cribs episode.
that's true. We could. If you look, you can't really see it because he uses the screen blur. But right there behind Joey, above his shoulder, is actually a case. This shows how old Joey is of DVDs. You have to.
Sometimes if I do
Yeah,
just
there
right.
you go. There you go. See, you can
Yeah.
see whole
Goddamn.
whole case of DVDs.
Actually, these are those on top are Blu-rays. Actually,
Oh.
that's all Blu-rays, except I have some collectible DVDs just for looks.
Is the bottom shelf 8-tracks and VHSs?
I've never owned an 8-track.
Some
I missed
vinyl?
the boat on that one.
So, yeah, some vinyl. Some vinyl.
The bottom shelves are all my physical games, which I haven't bought a physical game.
I like
in
how instead of just
several years.
turning the blur off for 5 seconds, he's like, "Oh yeah, it's this. See it right here, right here."
Yeah, it's more efficient.
Okay, not really, but so like I said, but also Joey. Speaking of, on that bottom shelf, you have games. We're also going to do some gaming content as well, and we don't fully know what that. We kind of have an idea somewhat of what we're doing for the movie stuff. Obviously, the wrestling stuff won't change. We're still going to try to do this wrestling show weekly, because wrestling is more stuff's happening in wrestling. That's like we have multiple wrestling shows every week. Big things happening with all of that. So wrestling we're going to try to do every week. We're going to try to get some content on the other channel, on the other playlist, I guess the way to put it, semi-regularly. And like I said, the gaming, the ideas we have for that now are us playing games together, doing similar things that we're doing now, but involving some kind of gameplay, whether that's making Joey play Overwatch 2, making AJ play Warzone 2 with us, and a variety of other
cooking game.
Hey, that is a fantastic. That game is so fun. Anyways, whatever ideas we can think of, 4-player games that we can find for something, we're going to try to maybe do some stuff there. Trying to think, is there anything else? Any new Marvel movies when they come out? Any movies really that we find interesting? John Wick, Black Adam comes out tomorrow. Anybody seeing that this weekend?
You
Yep.
boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I might have to go watch it this weekend, so maybe that'll be our first video. Our first content for our movies channel will be a DC movie.
Hell yeah.
Fucking feels bad.
Like
man.
Blake's gonna slit his wrists.
Yeah, I'm not recording shit. Okay. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? So that's what we're going to try to look forward to doing in the future, moving forward. But I think now, do you guys have anything to say about the rebrand and moving forward, or can we just go and get into the wrestling side?
It's about time.
It is about time. We did slack off on that hard, and then we're like, hey, when should we come back? Oh, I do have something we need to mention. So as we're like, oh, when should we come back? When should we do an episode again? And we're like, hey, well, I need to work on this rebrand stuff. So let's push it off. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute. Let me go look. Our first episode of this version of the show, technically, like I said, we've had a separate version. Our first episode of this version of the show started exactly 364 days ago. Tomorrow, October 21st, will be a full year since we posted episode 1 of this version of the show with this lineup. Doing the things that we do, like picks and all that stuff. Adam still picks shaping because we didn't pick for the last WWE pay-per-view. Don't talk about that.
Well, with the whole new rebranding, it's a whole reset, right?
We're gonna
It's
strip
vacated.
it. Strip the
As,
title.
right now, it's
Well, that's
officially
vacated.
Shit, do I gotta make a new belt?
He
Belt
didn't.
graphic?
He
It's a
didn't,
4-1 vote. We got him.
Yeah, he didn't defend on the last pay-per-view, so
That is true. That's a good point. So, somebody tweet at the WWE Vacant account. He's fucking got another one. Okay,
yeah.
that dude's been kicking ass lately the past couple months, and he
He's
branched
our
out.
champ now.
He branched out one title he doesn't know he's competing for. But so like I said, with all of the returns that we've had recently, Johnny Gargano, Bray Wyatt. I don't remember who was gone and who wasn't gone from the last time we did it. Who else is returned?
Candice LeRae
Candice
came
LeRae.
back.
I had a list in my head of people that came back, and now
I mean, there were a bunch of people that left your company, Impact, and have been
true.
popping up here and there.
True, that is true.
So
So
trying to think.
The Good Bros.
I don't know if they
Yeah,
came. Well, they came back to WWE.
Yeah.
They're still doing
Yeah.
their
Back
stuff.
to
Good
WWE.
Brothers coming back to WWE.
Or the OC,
The
technically.
OC.
Sorry.
Technically.
Can't be Good
Fucking
Brothers.
bad.
Even though their promo pictures also have a hat with Good Brothers on it. It's hilarious.
Yep, and
Corey
the
keeps
commentary keeps calling them the Good
Yeah.
Brothers.
I mean, I was saying this on their last run. Just fucking call them the Good Brothers. I mean, I guess if you need a faction to add AJ into it, OC or whatever. But when it's just Anderson and Gallows, they're the Good Brothers. Anyways, that's more of the wrestling talk. It's going to be on the other side of this new 5-second intro that we have. We shortened the intro down a little bit. Last one was too long. Shorten it down. New layout. We're going to do that right now. And that was a really abrupt transition. We're going to work on those. With the shorter videos comes a shorter gap of when I can transition. And for some reason, it just cut it. It didn't do the smooth transition. It just cut it. So
Fuck you.
we're working out the kinks of this, but this will be our new layout going forward. It looks very similar, same color scheme as the last one. New little logo you can see right here that we've been working on. And then, like I said, we have layouts and similar stuff that I don't have fully ready with cameras and everything for the movies and gaming stuff. But that's for a different show. That's for a little later date. That's for probably sometime next week, and when we talk about Black Adam. Now we're talking about wrestling. So, what's up?
So much has changed.
It has. It feels like there's just a ridiculous amount of stuff.
We go on a hiatus for a little bit, and then it's like the world explodes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. There are no elite on AEW now.
That is true.
I think we talked about that a little bit. Yeah.
Because we had suspensions mentioned on the last graph.
I mean, there's none now with Page hurt.
I mean, that's also true. And Cody's out too. So, yeah. I guess the biggest thing. MJF came back. I think we kind of talked about that though. But
Yeah.
he had a good promo last night with Regal. But I think
Your boy came back too, right?
Sean Spears came back. That's another one. Oh, with the 10 too. He's doing the 10. That crowd. I watched that fucking video of him on Rampage. If you motherfuckers try to say that he's not over and that fucking 10 gimmick wasn't over, you're all dumb as shit.
Well, he was in Toronto, so he's got the home.
Matter.
He's got the home crowd
Doesn't
there.
fucking matter.
He only uses 10 when he's a babyface. Let's see what else.
Well,
what else
when
we
he
got?
was a heel, he probably couldn't use 10 because of fucking WWE.
No, he could have used 10 if he wanted to, but he was a heel,
Because he
so
had the perfection.
why would
thing he was
he?
doing.
All right, he's still doing that.
Yeah.
So I mean, his latest shirt still says, I think, perfection
Yeah.
on it.
You got to buy one.
Or what else?
Surprised you don't have
Was
all
it-
of them.
I have a Todd Dillinger shirt. I don't have a Sean Spears shirt yet.
Yeah, well, you need to get a Sean Spears shirt then.
I plan on it, but I'm also afraid because I'm trying to be careful with my shirts because like I have that I bought that Red Dragon shirt.
Oof.
Now we see what the fuck happened to them. So we got
You just bought that too.
Yeah, I just bought that. I almost bought their new one, like the one they just came out with, and I was like, I'll buy the old one. Yeah, fucking just bought that one, and then
I almost bought the CM Punk shirt, so dodged the
Okay.
bullet there.
okay, good job,
Yeah.
good.
I mean-
on that one.
You could still buy it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Just
Went ahead,
saying.
I went ahead and played it safe and got the Bret Hart shirt.
Just you dumb bitch. They're doing a customer appreciation, by the way, this weekend, so you guys know.
What does that
You know,
mean?
get a
How many have you already
wrestling
bought?
teases. So you get but the promo code is like 30% off, I think. So
They just appreciate you
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
That's
yeah,
all.
exactly.
We
Yes.
get 30% off. AJ gets like 90% off.
Basically free, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't hate the player, hate the game.
But I think we kind of talked about it a little bit before we did the little transition into this new version. I think other than Bray Wyatt coming back, obviously is massive news. But I think the biggest news we got right now is come from the Good Brothers because they're working in WWE and New Japan at the same time.
Yeah, so Carl Anderson is the current never open weight champion.
And they could
He
have
doesn't have a
Japan.
contract. He's been working without a contract, I heard, for New Japan.
Yes, but they were committed for all the way to Wrestle Kingdom. So they still will do everything up that requires them to. However, most recently they did a video saying that Autumn Attack he was supposed to defend against Hikuleo for the title. He's like, I ain't doing it.
I ain't
He
doing
said,
it. I ain't coming.
he said, fuck it, and he said,
He
fuck
wants
you.
the lights to be bright. That's what he
Yeah.
said.
So likely he'll have a match at Wrestle Kingdom. And here's the funny thing, because of that, they were double booked. They're supposed there's the Autumn Attack is the same day as Crown Jewel, and they just got announced for a Crown Jewel match. So,
So-
I guess where the contract is, it takes precedence. If he doesn't have a contract with New Japan, then
If
of
he-
course,
if he has-
Yeah, it's just he's only contracts with WWE, and there's Triple H just let him work Wrestle Kingdom because that's good exposure or whatever.
Which-
or let him do his thing.
It doesn't matter how much good exposure it would be. It could have it could have pocketed Vince $1 million. He probably still wouldn't let it happen.
Well, that's Vince, though.
Exactly. But I'm saying that's where we're at with Triple H
Right.
taking over. Which I mean, other than all the other good stuff Triple H has done so far, but
well, I wouldn't count that as a win for him, really, because Carl Anderson has been in New Japan way in advance of time before he ever made his first stint in WWE. So it's not like
Yeah.
he would be like pulling fans over and be like, "Oh shit, I really like Carl Anderson. This is my first time, fucking seeing him."
But
Right,
it's
it's
also a good little olive branch to New
Yeah.
Japan.
I think
Yeah,
that's more of what I'm talking about. Even to people like us, like wrestling fans like us, like not just casual fans, even people like it's a big step. Which I mean, and I don't plan on this happening very often, if ever again, of someone doing both. But hey, you never know. Will
Yeah.
Ospreay at the Royal Rumble? You heard it here first.
That's not happening.
Okay, Adam.
Yeah, so I gotta do some Adam predictions.
But yeah, I mean,
Since Omega's suspended, he might be in AEW more often now.
Bruh.
Oh, Will.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
Billy
for it.
Goat.
I'm for it, dude. Do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is there any update on them?
there's some traction. There's more likely now that they'll be coming back. I think this week was the first time we've actually heard some positive notes come out of it. Nothing's been revealed, but there's more speculation now that the Elite would finally be coming back relatively soon. They did fire Ace Steel.
Yeah.
He's been gone. He's gone. That happened this week as well. There's nothing talked about Punk either. So
But that means the investigation's probably coming to a close if he's
Yeah.
been fired.
Yeah.
So
So we're for sure getting Kenny and the Bucks back as at least talent. I don't know about if they're gonna strip their EVP stuff, but do you think we see Punk back?
no,
I don't think so. I think
Do you
I think
think?
he's
there's
done.
there is always the talk of them buying out the rest of his contract, but now he's had so much, say, exposure and a merchandise perspective. Like he could just be like, okay, fine, whatever, because he's gonna get a lot of royalties.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got a whole shit ton of action figures now, and the royalties from that, and he's on the cover of their first game, and whatever
probably too
money
late to
he
edit
got
that
from
one.
the pay-per-views. So, I don't know. I think he's likely done, which is kind of unfortunate, but whatever. Unless they really fucking laid into it and it being a work. But if Ace Steel got fired, it'd be like, okay, well then what? Like, what's the whole point of everything? Yeah, I don't. I'm pretty sure he's done. I'm sure
So he's showing up at the Royal Rumble.
he won't go back.
I don't think. I don't think he's physically able to by the Royal Rumble because he tore his
Oh, yeah.
tricep.
That's
He tore his tricep, and
that's also true.
that's a while. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Because technically,
longer than 6 months.
That's what Cody did too, right?
He tore his pec.
His pec.
Okay. Similar.
No, not really.
Not really, no.
I didn't finish my sentence. Similar
No.
timetable is what I meant.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
getting at.
they
Similar
are.
timetable on injuries because if it's similar timetables, people were saying Cody's ready for that's like people speculating Cody should be ready for the Royal Rumble,
Yes,
and he tore his back in what March, April,
I believe so.
and Punk
Yeah.
tore his in September. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was validating your arguments, assholes.
Yeah, well, too bad. You're wrong.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Well, if I'm wrong, you're wrong.
But I
Cody
think Punk might go back to WWE. I mean,
He's going to
and
Impact.
again, he didn't really have a thing with
Shut
Triple
up,
H,
Dustin.
but
well, he doesn't
like
like
a
Triple
WrestleMania
H.
spot,
He doesn't like Triple H.
Yeah,
He
that's-
doesn't like
right,
working
right.
with
That's
Triple H.
what I'm
the
saying,
only thing I was thinking is that's maybe the only wrestler on I don't know about only close to the only wrestler on Earth that's not going to come back because of Triple H. Probably one of top
yeah,
5
Yeah.
wrestlers
yeah.
that won't come back.
I mean,
because
people
of-
that can still technically
go.
wrestle.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah,
especially with the history that they have, and I don't know. Like, I don't know if he would ever have a change of heart. I think Triple H would, because
Yeah.
again, he's always what's best for business
Yeah.
approach of everything. But I think Punk would want so much.
yeah. True.
I think that
He's
you know,
gonna-
he always
he's gonna want a Mania main event first off. Not
Yeah.
even talking,
Yeah, well,
not even talking
fucking
money
give it
that
to
he
him.
wants. He's gonna want a Mania main event.
well, give it to him.
Feed him to Rome.
That way he can be a hypocrite. He'd be a part timer coming in and taking somebody's spot.
True.
You
And,
know.
and let Roman beat him.
who's also now a part timer. So
True.
just saying. So, like, I mean, kind of put yourself in a fucking hole there.
Yeah,
Put
yeah.
yourself into a corner.
But
Well, I think with Roman, which he might be a part timer, kind of, sort of, because they don't want to overexpose him because he is champion for so long. Plus, maybe I don't know if it's something with his chemo stuff that they just want to
no, I don't think it's.
not have him too much.
I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it's he's fucking mega. Like they're trying to turn him into fucking megastar. And how do you do that? You don't fucking show him every single week on TV.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
You don't
they're
want to
trying-
overexpose
yeah,
him.
yeah. I don't think it has anything to do with medical stuff. I think it's more of the overexposure and fucking almost
I
1,000
think-
days as a champion.
I think Joey's good friend Ric Flair would like to disagree with that, as going back in the territories, you were there every week, getting your ass beat.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I just think that's what they're doing. They're looking at
Oh,
him
likely.
as, they're
Yeah.
looking at him as
Well, yeah, he's
top of the top.
he's top echelon there.
Which also, I just want to say on behalf of the entire internet wrestling community, we were fucking right. Because how long were we fucking yelling at TVs, internet, everything, saying turn Roman heel, he'll get over. It's fucking massive now that he fucking turned heel. Which is,
Right.
I mean, and it's the thing that it's not just a thing that oh yeah, turn that guy heel, turn that guy heel, turn that guy. Everybody's better as a heel, whatever. It's like no, it's kind of on track for their family of like I mean, look at the did it with the Usos, where face paint and board shorts, and then you turn them heel, and now they're really fucking cool.
I'm a little over the Usos, to be honest.
I think
But that's because
Nah,
they don't have a tag team division. That's why.
I think that's the problem. Yeah.
That's the problem. When you have the Usos and the New Day, who are good tag teams, I'm not saying that they're not.
Yeah.
But when you're running it back 1,000 times,
Yeah, I mean it's
okay.
literally what off the top of your head. You get Usos, New Day, which New Day's not the same New Day. Like they're not using them as top tag team New Day. But then it's what Street Profits, who are been like we've been talking about. Excuse me, for months about they're about to break up, which I don't know if they should because again they don't have a tag team division. But other than that, can you name a WWE tag team off the top of your head?
Alpha Academy.
Yeah, that's about
What
it.
did you say?
Alpha
you said
Academy.
I thought you said the fuck Academy. I was like, what? The fuck?
Male
Joey?
models.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, that's not.
It's not a real tag team.
Yeah, Dustin, you're 0 for 1 on
Viking
naming
Raiders.
tag teams.
The Viking Raiders,
Viking Raiders,
but one of
But,
them's hurt right now.
and they're not also. They've never used them on the main roster like they should have.
Yep.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I mean, Humberto and Angel Garza, the family, Los
Yeah,
Lotharios.
Los Lotharios, but I mean, we're getting some more
Um,
factions, but that's not really tag teams.
Yeah, Triple H likes factions.
Hell
If
yeah.
you haven't, if you
Yeah.
haven't been able to tell.
Hell yeah, me too. So, kind of switching gears here. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys or if you've seen it. I seen a thing that somebody mentioned that they don't think this Bray Wyatt stuff is leading to a faction.
It
No.
could be like a schizophrenia
Yeah,
type thing.
multi-personality, like Split,
Yeah.
like the movie Split kind of thing. Which,
Yeah, I think so too.
if they're planning on putting Liv Morgan in a faction with Bray Wyatt, then yeah, I wanted it to be the Split thing. You shouldn't put Liv Morgan in a faction with Bray Wyatt when you have Alexa Bliss, who was in a thing, had a thing with Bray Wyatt on TV. Use Alexa Bliss, but do it right.
Yeah, yeah.
And Alexa Bliss,
But I
Alexa
like
Bliss
the
can
idea of
wrestle and talk better than Liv.
Oh, Joey, you're no argument there.
Yeah.
No, I mean she can definitely talk better than Liv.
And
The wrestling
and
is neither one of them are
Yeah.
great wrestlers.
Whoa,
but
Joey.
Alexa is a better wrestler.
Whoa. Liv in there with Ronda is not good.
Well, nobody with Ronda is good, but also Liv with anybody else is also not good.
It'd be like that sometime.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like Joey's trying to do everything in his power to. What's funny is how big of an Alexa Bliss person Joey is, and he still just won't say, "Yeah, Alexa Bliss is better than Liv."
Yeah, overall, yeah.
That's because Joey thinks
Literally
Liv
what
is
I'm
better.
fucking saying.
Liv is better than Bret Hart. He thinks.
Whoa.
No.
Has Liv tried to do a
That is
sharpshooter yet?
different.
Have we seen Liv try? Somebody send Liv a DM. Say, "Hey, next match, do a sharpshooter," and then fucker. We hit record literally next episode. We hit record, and Joey's like, "Liv Morgan sucked."
I'll come to her house and show her how to do it.
No, you won't. But even in that category, Alexa Bliss is still better than. She still looks better
Plus-
than Liv.
Plus, you can't cross your short legs, so that's gonna be a struggle for you, Joey. So
I can do it.
Like Alexa has a better. I don't even know what Liv's finisher is. I was like, Alexa has a bad finisher and still has a better finisher than Liv.
Liv
That's
has that thing.
What?
She bounces off the
Oblivion or
rope.
whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
off the ropes.
Yeah.
yeah. It'll bounce backwards.
Horrible. Horrible.
Like a
It's alright. It just looks sloppy. You know.
Because it's bad.
I thought you were saying it's because she's sloppy.
I mean, that's also true. So yeah, I think I'm excited to see what this. I'm tired. It's one of those things where every time we watch it, which I know why they're doing it, it's obviously you want to see building anticipation. But I'm so fucking tired of waiting for whatever we're doing with Bray Wyatt. It's like, fucking do it, dude. Like I'm tired. I know we need to get to do these things and build it out, but I'm just fucking ready to see where it's going.
Well, it was like, okay, so when we first started seeing all the White Rabbit stuff, it was intriguing, right? It's mysterious, and it's like,
I mean,
oh my
it,
god, it's
it
gonna
got me to tune into an episode of fucking wrestling, WWE wrestling,
right. And that was the thing is
And
that,
that-
okay,
and it
They-
made me
Listen to
watch
my
it.
podcast.
I think I watched most of Extreme Rules too.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
but it also kind of felt like, okay, what are we fucking doing?
Yeah.
Right? It was they prolonged it so much that I thought it could have almost killed
yeah,
what the payoff was.
yeah.
Like if we all didn't know, which we all knew that it was gonna be Bray Wyatt coming back.
Yeah.
I think if let's say they had swerved and they didn't bring Bray Wyatt back, somebody
Themselves?
else,
Oh, that would have been it.
everybody, it would have been it.
Yeah, WWE. Oh, I don't. That would have been almost impossible to recover from. Like they would have gotten so much shit for that.
But
Yeah.
they were able to prolong it so that they can get the that viewership of like
Yeah.
because each clip was like tune into SmackDown
Yeah.
and then SmackDown goes around
Oh,
tune into Raw.
That made me so mad. That one where it was like, it did something where, and then it gave the date for Friday, and it made you think
Right.
that he was coming that Friday. And I tuned into SmackDown that Friday, and he didn't show up. I was so upset. I was so mad.
That was the Friday before Extreme Rules, I believe, wasn't it?
think so. It was that or the
Yes.
week before,
No, it was the Friday before.
and I was so mad.
Yeah, it was all like drink your Ovaltine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
then he also had a shout. I believe somebody mentioned that he had a shout out to Luke Harper.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
too.
entrance was just
Yeah,
like
too.
that.
the light. Yeah.
What was the light? And then so when they did the character reveals, I always forget Abby the Witch. She had a mask on, and that was Luke Harker's mask. When he was part of the
It was the goat-looking thing. Yeah.
yeah, it was the Bludgeon Brothers when they were
Yeah.
the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah.
It was that mask too. So he had two.
Or
That's
sheep
what to do.
kind of face. or something.
Didn't they? I think I seen a thing. Didn't WWE just copyright something as well with Harper?
Yeah, I was
in it?
looking for it. I couldn't find it. It was so his new gimmick with the whatever the White Rabbit is. He's called Uncle Howdy, and then they've got I think it's Uncle Harper or Uncle Luke. It's one of those
I
two
think it's
for
Uncle Harper.
so.
Uncle.
Yeah, so his Wyatt 6 is likely the 6
Yeah.
gimmicks that he has. Yeah,
This was reported 7 days ago. I don't know from wherever. WWE files trademark for Uncle Harper. Here's one. WWE files trademarks on Uncle Howdy and Uncle Harper.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's obviously gonna be a delay. We got a little preview of it from Friday. We'll likely get something again tomorrow. But it's just like the Fiend gimmick, right? In the Firefly Funhouse where we're all like waiting for what's coming, and we got the Fiend, and now the Fiend was what coming. Now we have to wait for Uncle Howdy and what the payoff
So
is for that.
this little article thing says it's talking about the two things that they copyright or put copyrights trademarks on. That's what it was trademarks. It says it's currently unknown how WWE plans to use the names moving forward. Uncle Howdy sounds a bit like Captain Howdy, the nickname for the demon Pazuzu, who possesses the young girl Regan in The Exorcist. Bray Wyatt does like horror stuff, so
Yeah.
I'm sure that is probably on purpose.
Well, his current mask too. It kind of looked like
Black
the
Phone,
movie from
right?
the Black Phone, right? It
Yeah.
looked like it a
The
lot.
one that he's
so-
wearing in the vignettes now.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the Uncle Howdy persona,
I
his
don't watch
mask.
scary shit, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, the Black Phone wasn't really scary, but it also very Split like esque, where Ethan Hawke, who's the antagonist in this movie, he's got split personality as well, and his personalities change with his mask as well. So it could be something along those
Bro,
lines
if they do some split shit and nail it, like fucking how James McAvoy nailed that shit, and with him swapping like that, because that movie was James McAvoy. I don't know if he won a award for that movie, but he fucking should have, because his acting in that movie was top tier.
Yeah,
It wasn't me, it was Patricia.
Yeah, that was fantastic. His acting in that movie. But I'm interested. Again, I'm like you were talking about Triple H being a fan of factions. I'm a big fan of factions. I love factions. So I'm all for another Bray Wyatt faction. So, but if it's
As long as
not,
we don't have
but if
the
it's
Raw versus SmackDown Survivor Series this year, because I hate that.
yeah, I mean if they don't do another Bray Wyatt faction and it's just him with split personalities, I mean I'm cool. I'm just cool with seeing Bray Wyatt back. End of story. But,
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like so if we're planning for Survivor Series, which now they've deemed it that it's going to be War Games themed.
So are they still doing a
Yeah.
traditional Survivor Series match and War Games, or just War Games?
I don't know. I think it's something we're gonna
Dustin,
have
what
to.
are they doing?
No, I can't say shit yet.
Man, you can
I'll tell y'all.
Ain't
You don't
nobody-
say shit now, so
ain't
Off
nobody,
camera.
we just recording. Ain't nobody watching. I'll beep it out, kind of like how Carl Anderson gave out his agent's email address in that video. We'll just beep it out.
Or Bert Kreischer says the wrong name or something.
Yeah,
That's-
true. Yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be interesting, right? So also Bray's gonna be SmackDown exclusive. So if he gets a faction, will he take on the Bloodline? Then it's like, okay, well then what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Further it, and it's like, well, we can't do. I would hate for them to do a cinematic match where Bray has to be like what they did for
Yeah.
Mick Foley, where he showed up as his three selves. It's just like I don't. It worked for the his Firefly Funhouse
Yeah,
match
but you
with John
can't do that
Cena.
a lot.
I was like, he can't. I was like, he can't do that.
So that's my only thing I'm worried about with the like personality thing is, which is something that I thought about whenever he was doing the Fiend, was like it'd be so cool to have try to have a moment where it's like now he's Firefly Funhouse Bray, now he's Fiend, and literally obviously you can't do that with it being a live show, live performance and all that. So I think that might be a similar situation they're going to run into if they try to do a split personality thing instead of a faction.
Yeah, I just hope it's not like too supernatural, like the Fiend, where it ended up taking like 45 chair shots to put him down.
Yeah, and the lights are red the whole match.
Yeah. Not a
But
fan of that.
also, I don't want him going up against the Bloodline right now. One, he just came back, so technically Survivor Series would be around about a month after his return, and we know the Bloodline aren't losing right now.
Right.
So, do we want Bray to come back and lose? No.
If he's in Survivor Series, it'll probably be his first match.
Maybe.
It's like, okay, then we have to. What are we building him
Yeah,
to?
yeah. I think he should have a match separate from War Games, separate from Survivor Series match. Just have a match, whatever he's doing. Which, unless they're bringing somebody back in the person, no, I was gonna say because unless the person behind that mask that's doing the video stuff, unless that's somebody else, and he ends up in a feud with somebody else, either debuting or returning. But that's also
You know what they're gonna do? Because now that they traded Rey Mysterio, Bray Wyatt's gonna beat up Rey Mysterio first because he needs an easy thing first.
And Rey Mysterio's gonna be like, I should have fought my son.
Yep.
Who?
So where are they gonna put Bo Dallas at?
I mean, technically, if we're playing with the split personality angle, if you think of it like shit that's going on in his head, he could be one of his past selves. He could be Husky Harris, which I'm very curious how they're going to play that out. It's like, if we're doing Wyatt 6 means the 6 gimmicks that Bray has had over his career, Husky Harris is the first one. I'm like, how the fuck are you going to go that far back
Yeah.
and try to figure that out?
Short hair, no beard.
Right. It's just so fucking weird.
Yeah. Also,
It's
Them
just
signing,
He should
them signing
yeah,
Bo,
Cody. Fuck it.
it
Just
makes
do
me
it.
think that there is going to be a faction.
I hope so. I just want Bo
Yeah.
Dallas back, dude. I was such a big fan. Bo Dallas was what back in that NXT phase. Bo Dallas was what got me to watch NXT.
Where did he go? Like, what has he been doing?
Nothing.
Real estate.
I don't know. I don't know.
him
It's
and
a
Liv
real
have
estate
some
agent.
fun.
So the interest rates go up to like 7%. So he's like, let me get back in wrestling.
I mean,
It's like there's no future for me here.
I've been Bo leaving for years that he's gonna come back and have a good
shut
run.
the fuck up.
Bro, do I need to go get my Bo Leave shirt right now?
Go ahead. It's
I
gonna take
fucking
you
will,
five
dude.
5 hours to go get it.
I bet it won't. I know exactly where that bitch is at in my closet.
He's like under the pile. And pulls it out.
That thing is hanging up in the closet. It's one of the. I actually got rid of shirts recently, and I was like, nope, I'm keeping Bo Leave.
Oh, well, now you can get new ones for the Customer Appreciation Day.
Did they have Bo Dallas shirts?
No, fuck you.
Let's fucking look. While we're moving on to
It's
whatever the next
Bo
one is.
Dallas MLS.
So I mean, with Good Brothers back and the OC, apparently, since they're feuding with the OC, with Judgment Day now, they want to get a female, potentially to
Yeah,
take
that's-
on Rhea.
That's what I was wondering. How are they? Did they have somebody for that?
No one, I mean, no one's been linked yet. So
Do we have any? I don't think we have any women with a past with Bullet Club or anything like that.
No.
Joe Mama.
Uh,
Shut the fuck up.
Oh no,
Who would be a good fit?
no Bo Dallas. They did just trademark I'm assuming it's a female name. Was it Lyra Valkyrie? I think that's even that.
Oh, I heard that everyone was speculating that they could potentially bring Taya
Yeah.
Valkyrie back.
Yeah.
And that would be her new name.
Yeah.
Which,
'Cause
I mean-
she's the thing I seen said that she's not under contract. She's working with
Yeah.
on a performance basis or whatever it's called with AAA. So
and Impact.
oh yeah,
So, I mean, with the sour note when she got released, and the reason told her, that they gave her was because she's too old, and that's why they released her. I mean, with Triple H being back in charge,
I mean, if that's the
I
case,
think she would be willing to go back, but it's just like I don't think she would run into that problem.
if her being too old
Too old.
is a thing, why
Joey
would
can
you
do
even,
a good job.
why would you even sign her anyways? Because I mean, she was there. She was in the. She signed, had a pro, or I don't know, if she signed, but she had a couple promos like vignettes happen, and then she had how many matches? Less than 5,
Yeah, not that many.
and then she was just
I
gone.
believe Vince asked somebody how old she was, and they told her, and he's like, "Oh no, get rid of her."
I don't even know how she
And that was it.
Likely, I mean, I'm pretty sure Triple H is the reason she was brought into NXT, and then he had the cardiac event, and then fucking
She's 38.
he leaves, and obviously Dustin, John Laurinaitis, and Vince take over, and they're like, "This bitch is too old. Get rid of her."
Kevin Dunn.
Well, he's still
bad
there.
about that. Yeah, but I mean, he's have a lot of part of it too.
So this thing came out 3 hours ago, and apparently she did an interview with someone and said, "Never say never on returning." So
If she's in AAA and Triple H calls and say, "Hey, you want to come back and be in this, do this thing and whatever?" She's just like, "Yeah, that's crazy."
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
She's
think
not gonna
she'd
be
be
like, "Oh,
tired.
you hurt my feelings. I'm not gonna do it."
well, it's also,
Yeah.
it's also okay. Well, I'm not just coming back just because you're here offering me money. Like, what do you? At that point, I think it's a "what do you got for me" kind of situation.
Yeah.
I think she's in one of those boats with "what do you got for me? What am I doing? Am I going to go back to NXT for 3 matches and then you're going to cut me again? Am I actually going to have a spot somewhere?" Which, I mean, they could use her.
If you're a 38-year-old woman in wrestling, if the WWE calls you, fucking take it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I could. If she says no, I could see why. Her and the mayor of Slamtown, do they need that much money? He's a mayor, dude. Do you think he needs? Look at Kane. What Kane's doing? You know what I mean? Offending everyone.
I really hate Kane now.
Yeah.
Like
bad.
when he was, you know,
Lighting people on fire. It's like
yeah, like
do it
people on
again.
fire and all that stuff.
Do it
Yeah,
again.
he's not, you know, he's pretty cool. You know, I'll buy your shirt. But he says some, whatever. I don't know. I can't remember what he said.
He said a
But
lot of
everybody's
bad
like-
things. Okay, let's just leave it
Yeah,
at that. He
Joe-
said a lot
He
of
said
bad
things
Joey-
politically that people didn't agree with.
Joey,
So
didn't you
bad.
like all those tweets and retweet them a bunch of times too?
Probably.
Probably.
I mean, I don't even know what he said, but
Wait,
I know
was
it was
it-
like
Some abortion stuff, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
he's anti-abortion or
Yeah.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's,
Yeah, again, wouldn't you know you
he's
like this stuff?
He's super Tennessee Republican.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Your favorite, Joey.
So the baby killers got mad at him. So
Shut up.
And the
Yeah.
rebrand is canceled.
All right, guys.
Hey.
Let's,
you know,
I'm gonna stop the recording. Let's start this one over. But yeah.
Joey corner out.
I don't know. I mean, if she doesn't come back, she doesn't come back. They need people though. Also, I seen a thing.
Yeah,
I
they
seen
gotta fill that division out.
I seen a thing, and I think I agree with it. I want to see if you guys agree with it. That damage control is hurting Bailey more than it's helping Bailey.
no, I like it.
I don't.
Well, the thing is, it's like
I'm also a
I-
Bailey
I-
fan, and just been yelling at how many weeks was I yelling bring Bailey back, and then they put her with. I mean, I know this is not a shot at Dakota Kai or EOS guys. Is that what they call it? Yeah, because I'm a big fan of Dakota Kai.
I like all of them.
Yeah, me too. And I just don't know how it doesn't fit for me. I don't know why. It's just so random that they put them together. And the only thread that's holding them together is that they were all released, except for Bailey, who was hurt.
I think it's because they still don't have a direction of what they want to do with them.
Which might be the problem. That might be the problem that I have with them is just that we don't know what they're doing.
I think it's that, and with a women's division that's so limited, also, it's like, okay, well, we have these 3. Now we have to put them against 3 other people, right? Technically, and it's like, we don't have groups that could just, form together and then be an actual threat.
Yeah, if you have a women's faction, you need to have more than one.
Right.
Yeah.
And they don't have enough women for that tech, I feel like.
I just realized. I just now remembered that Ronda Rousey is SmackDown champion again.
That's because Charlotte's got to come back, that's why.
I don't care. It's so dumb. You literally have Bailey on a roster. Yeah, granted, she's on the other show. She shouldn't have been. Literally have Bailey on your roster. You have Alexa Bliss on your roster, and Ronda Rousey is still your champion. So stupid.
And she was saying some shit that Logan Paul should beat Roman Reigns
Yeah.
just because of his exposure and shit.
I did see that too.
She
Did you
said,
see the pictures that he's training with Shawn Michaels?
I did not see that.
"Hey, I'm a Logan. I like Logan Paul, and
Shut
I
up,
mean
Joey.
he's done
Shut the
really
fuck up.
good.
Shut the fuck up, Joey.
He is the best celebrity
I mean,
to come in and wrestle there ever was.
okay, 1, I agree with you. 2,
Whoa.
I have to counter your argument just a bit because who is his competition?
Bad Bunny is the only other one.
Mr.
That's
T?
pretty good. That doesn't even fucking count.
Just because y'all fucks weren't alive, okay?
And just because you were there doesn't mean shit either.
Row.
He had a boxing match with Piper.
Yeah, but then but it's still a match.
Uh,
A boxing
And
match
then he had a tag match, I believe, later
with Hogan.
because Piper he broke the rules of the match and body slammed him.
okay,
Yeah.
I do have an actual person, not random and not from the 1920s. Stephen Amell was pretty good whenever he did his.
Oh yeah, he was. He was really close.
Yeah.
But like as far as like the crowd work and stuff,
I mean,
Logan Paul was
what-
very good.
Logan Paul knows how to fucking talk. Like he knows how to talk shit and everything too. That's the
Right.
difference. He's been literally that's.
He
how got
seems
famous,
like
was
a
talking
complete
shit.
package.
Where I give
You
Logan
want to see his package? What, Joey?
Where I give Logan Paul the push is that he's doing shit like jumping off of top ropes to the floor onto the announce table and shit. Like he did it. What was it Mania that he did that? Where he
Yeah.
jumped from the top rope to the announce table. That's where I give Logan Paul the push because any other celebrity's not going to take those risks. Because you have you have commitments that you have to make and
The insurance form and all that. But no, he's good.
so. Oh, also, the thing I thought about the other day, seeing Judgment Day on TV, which is kind of bridges our two shows together. But Edge got cast in a show, a Disney Plus show. He's going to play the god Ares in the Percy Jackson Olympia series. Good, I'm super excited for that. Big fan of that whole series. So seeing Edge be cast in it is awesome. Also, that means we get more Edge vignettes whenever he gets done shooting that show and has to come back. Because we've literally had vignettes. Edge came back, then had like the little what was the most recent vignette, and he came back for like 3 weeks and he left again.
Yeah, he's kind of getting like the Undertaker when he was getting injured
Yeah.
a lot. He'd have pay-per-view, and every 4 pay-per-views he would have a match.
Yeah.
A build up.
So we got that to look forward to. We got more Edge vignettes to look forward to. Pretty excited about that. That's actually a tinge of sarcasm.
I mean,
Oh, I'm fine with Edge coming back. It's just
when's his contract up? When was the last time he had this extension that he had? 2025?
He'll have a Mania match, so unless he's hurt, and he'll probably go out.
I don't even
Dustin,
know.
you should know.
I don't even know. Yeah, Dustin, tell us.
You run the books, you bitch.
Bro, I hate these websites that are like you go to it. It's like
Oh no shit.
turn your ad block off. It's like no.
Do you think Ray and Dominic will have a match against each other at WrestleMania,
I mean,
or will
Yeah,
they
they-
have
They
that?
build
like,
that all the way to WrestleMania. I shoot myself.
if they have a match against each other at say Rumble, and then get back together somehow or another, and then they have a tag match together at Mania against Judgment Day or something.
That all sounds terrible, Joey.
No,
this is just a random website. I just clicked on the first one, and it mentions possibly some point in 2023 that his contract could be up. I don't know how to find his actual contract.
probably the day after WrestleMania.
Maybe.
Um,
Will it be his proper retirement match then?
Yeah,
probably depends on who it's against.
He's gonna be like the Undertaker. Whoa, you can't do that. You kill the man.
I don't. I seen a post the other day that was talking about just Dominic just ain't it. He just ain't getting it.
Okay, so this week, he started off okay, like whatever promo work he was like okay, and then it was like straight
Yeah, his
car crash.
I
was like, all right, we're done here.
just watching him talk. It's like you can tell he's nervous, which I mean sucks because I could never do it. I don't think I could do it, but it just doesn't. He just doesn't feel like he has any personality. And then then he gets in the ring and he's trying to do this heel stuff, like this new heel character. Is this his first like actual match?
Yeah.
Since joining Judgment Day,
Yes.
it doesn't work. So I mean,
Yeah.
the gear's cool. I mean, it's cool that you got the cool black and purple gear with the little scale thing on it. But I mean, literally his all of his what do you I don't know, the not trash talk, but like his gloating
Promo.
moments. No, his
Oh.
gloating moments in the ring were just him, just stone cold putting his fist up in the air. Like he
He needs to
literally.
channel his real daddy. That's what
Yeah.
he needs to do.
I mean, yeah, he would do
He
that.
can't.
He would do that once or twice. Do the little Eddie shoulder thing, whenever he would do the Three Amigos or whatever he did when he did the. What I don't know what it's called when the thing that Eddie did wherever the person's laying right by the ropes and Eddie would flip over.
Oh, the Hilo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did that and he would do a little shoulder shake, but literally it was that and then he would just put his hands in the air. And it's like, dude, you have no personality in that ring right now. And his hair looks so stupid. If you're gonna have Eddie hair, cut it like Eddie hair, okay? If that's what you're going for, I don't know if that's what he's going for. He could just be doing a mullet. If you're trying to do the Eddie mullet, do the Eddie mullet, okay? Don't do whatever this crap is he's got going on right now. It's so bad.
Yeah, he's really
I feel like
disappointed in his daddy.
I think it's hurting Judgment Day, honestly, too.
Yeah.
I think it's hurting their credibility because they could be a legit, like, just badass, just destroy everyone faction, and then they just got Dominic. Just
Well, hopefully, if we're playing this role where, like, let's say down the line, and we're at Royal Rumble, and all of them are in the match, and Dominic fucks up, and then Judgment Day just beats the living shit out of him,
yeah,
for him to go be face again and be with his dad. I mean,
but then what are the
They-
that's what I'm saying. What happened after him? Because him and Ray's gonna have a match against each other.
yeah,
They gotta have that, and then say Ray beats Dominic, and then Judgment Day beats the shit out of Dominic for losing.
well, Ray was
Yeah.
always like, okay, I want to be done wrestling. Like, I could retire, and my son's in the game, and he can carry the legacy, right? And he would have a match with him to take the Mysterio name, essentially, and take it. I was like, no, this boy's trash. You can't do that.
I'm sorry, Ray. It ain't. It
And
just
just
ain't.
pick a guy in the crowd and give it to it.
yeah,
You know.
you have a better chance of them doing a better job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those little kids he headbutts and puts the mask on. You know, used to.
Bro,
Just say, look, you got Mysterio name.
one of the funniest things I heard about that is that every time
Is it headbutt kids?
is that no, then when he puts his because I seen a thing.
Fuck my nose.
I see. I seen a thing that was talking about when Ray does that, he's actually talking shit to the kids. Like he does, like puts his forehead to forehead, like you ain't shit, kid, or something stupid like that. He says something different to everyone. That is the one of the funniest things I hope that I know it's not true, but if I want it to be true, like, hey, fuck you, kid, you know.
Get a fucking job.
Yeah. Dad doesn't even love you.
Mom's hot.
And then he headbutts him.
Your dad ain't shit.
Yeah.
I beat your daddy's ass.
Oh, it's funny. That's so funny. But yeah, I don't think Dominic's it. I think that's. But I mean, what are the chances of it happening where, what you guys said, where he loses a match, Judgment Day beats crap out of him, he rejoins Ray, they get in a match, Judgment Day versus the Mysterios, and then 5 minutes into the match, he turns on Ray and beats crap out of Ray. Oh, it was a joke the whole time. We fucking got you, dude.
I don't think it is. I think they would have.
That's the laziest writing from Vince's regime.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
used to. That's what I'm ingrained with. We've had Vince literally. I've watched Vince for 30 years
That
of
was
my
some
life.
Vince Russo swerve shit. You know.
It's literally all I've watched on wrestling for the 30 years of my life. It's what that literally was the first thing my brain went to when you guys were like, oh yeah, he's gonna lose and Judgment Day's gonna turn on him. I was like, oh well, then he's gonna rejoin Ray and then turn on Ray.
No, they'll beat Judgment Day at WrestleMania, and then Ray will like take his.
What if Ray?
Mask
What
off
if
and
Ray
hand it to
turns
me.
heel? What if Ray turns heel and beats crap out of Dominic?
Oh,
That'd
he
be
should have done that already then.
He
Then
should
he
have
should
done
be
that.
on Judgment Day.
Yeah.
He should have done that when he was a kid. That way he wouldn't act like the way he is now.
True.
Where he's like, I should have
Well, I mean,
thrown your ass on that ladder
I mean, he
when you were a
could.
kid.
He couldn't, dude. It was. I mean, you can't just beat up somebody else's kid.
I mean, you
That's
could.
true.
You just go to prison for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Eddie would have beat his ass.
It's
for-
like, I should have left you on that pole. Oh, brother. Well,
Uh,
I think we got anything else for this week? If you can't tell, we were not fully prepared for a full-on wrestling show this week. That's what we said. We're going to do the intro thing, which got totally fucked up at the beginning.
Yeah, we didn't prep this last month. We just...
Like I said, we kind of... Literally this week, I caught myself watching Raw.
We went in Raw.
Shut up. I actually caught myself watching Raw Monday night, and I was like... I put it on, I was doing something else, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually watching wrestling. And then, luckily, I'm glad you guys said something about AEW being on Tuesday night, and I was like, okay. And then I watched I had AEW on. I was like, all right, we're fucking back.
We'll remind you also that you have a wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
So.
Motherfucker, shut up. You've watched less wrestling than I have.
I've been watching it.
Did you watch Raw Monday night?
Yeah.
Joey's been watching AWA. That's what he's been watching.
AWA. Old NWA. Ric Flair
Yeah.
NWA.
Yeah, WCW Saturday night. Good shit.
Good shit. Alright. I don't think we got anything else.
This week is Halloween Havoc, by the way, for NXT.
yeah.
For Saturday?
So, yep.
Okay.
It's been one of my favorite pay-per-views.
Yeah, did Theory show up or something on NXT?
Yeah, he showed up at the very end.
Yep.
Is he well, hey, fucking
Hinting that he could cash in technically. I was like, yeah, you're not
fucking
gonna
do it.
do it to Roman. I was like, this
Yeah.
is your only real chance.
Do it. Do it. Win it. Stay on NXT forever. I like it.
If he does that, they make him out to be the biggest idiot ever in wrestling?
No.
I mean, he
would
is
praise
now.
We would praise him because then we don't have to see him on Raw or SmackDown.
The bar's not moving that much, Joey.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I
And then
mean,
we get Braun Breaker to come up and cut Steiner math promo.
I don't like the way Braun Breaker looks. There's something about his look, his face.
he's a
That
Steiner.
goatee
He looks
something-
exactly like a Steiner. Like,
Maybe he
Oh,
needs to like
Reminds him
bleach
too
part
much
his
of Goldberg,
goatee
is what it
or
is.
something, But I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I don't like this look.
Yeah, I
well,
don't-
you know
I
what,
don't know
Joey?
what it
Maybe
is.
he doesn't like you.
Well, you know,
He's in Goldberg your ass.
Bro, speaking of that, the Wardlow.
saw another Bret Hart quote about Goldberg.
Yeah, he
Other
tagged
day.
you in it.
Uh,
He's like Bret
That's
Hart
one-
is like
he- no, it was like he said, I would like to have. I would have liked to have wrestled, Brock Lesnar because he's safe, unlike Goldberg.
bullshit.
Brock
He's
Lesnar
like-
is safe
He's like, I want.
unless you're Braun Strowman.
He also said he needs to remove Goldberg from the Hall of Fame, too.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah, that too.
Okay,
He's
That's
like,
true.
I was like, Joey agrees. He agrees with his daddy Brett.
the Braun Strowman thing was Braun's fault though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Calm the
was
fuck down.
like that was he got Brock flush. Brock gave him a receipt, which is
Right.
which is very normal in the wrestling world. So that's what it was. He didn't keep
And then the Randy Orton thing was on purpose.
what. Oh
So-
yeah, that was
When he
planned ahead
cut
of
his-
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
which Chris Jericho didn't know. And he
Right.
he signed an extension with AEW. That was something we could.
Yeah, 3-year deal.
So did John Moxley as well.
Got
He's
it.
got some extra duties
Yeah,
now.
he's a producer now.
Yeah, that's good. He's got a real good.
As well,
Wrestling.
he's something
Joey,
else.
Joey
too,
takes
but
extra duties all the time.
true.
Heyo.
Also true.
Matter of fact, it's my job. I handle like duties and taxes and stuff. So
Ring of Honor likely going to get a show on HBO Max apparently.
Oh,
so-
really? HBO Max.
Yeah.
They put the
Okay.
pay-per-views on HBO Max.
Yeah, they got.
Yes.
They
to wonder.
have Final Battle. I think is the last pay-per-view that they do for the year. Ring of Honor, and then likely at the start of 2023, they're hoping that they can do a weekly show. So
So
I
the-
heard that
so
they'll
is it
likely
gonna-
be tied to HBO
It's
Max.
not gonna be live though, is it? On HBO Max.
I don't know. I don't know.
Probably not.
It'd be pretty difficult.
Yeah.
So I don't think so.
I think they should do what Dustin said. They should do pay-per-views on HBO Max. I think that would be smart.
I'm down for that too.
Yeah.
They should just cut the
Yeah,
Bleacher Report.
Yeah, Bleacher
people
Report
right
is
out.
so.
yeah,
bad.
that would be great.
Bro, that one
If they had pay-per-views on HBO Max.
time that me and Joey tried to watch, what pay-per-view was it?
Oh gosh,
Not all.
Double or Nothing.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
it was Double or Nothing. We tried to watch
Yeah,
Double or
yeah.
Nothing at Joey's house. Holy shit, was it rough to get that thing going. Like, I think we were late because we were trying to get that shit to go and it just wasn't fucking working.
Yeah,
It's rough. stuff. But I think, like I said, I think that's it for us. We did a solid hour talking about literally nothing. Good on us.
Yeah. This is a Seinfeld episode.
That's another thing that we should probably mention. Our other content that we plan on, besides obviously for streaming games, that might take longer. That's something I think we might try to do like once a month, kind of thing. Like pick a day once a month that everybody's available. Everybody's got nothing going on. Maybe like a Friday night or something that we're all free. Hop on, everybody play some games, stuff like that. But other content we're focusing on, one of the main things we want to focus on with other content is shorter content as well, because the wrestling show takes longer. We talk a lot on it. I kind of want to keep that format for the wrestling show, but for other things we do going forward, especially on the movies channel and things like that, all of that content I do plan to be shorter. I do plan whatever content we're planning on doing. I want to get some regular content going with some about different kind of movies, like series, like definitely the MCU, something along those lines. But I do plan on that content being shorter and easier for people to see, digest, and want to. Hey, this video's not an hour long. I can click on it.
Yeah, like a Vine.
No, Vine. No,
Went for the
That's too
Vine.
short.
fucking old ass motherfucker.
At least it didn't say tout.
I don't know what that is.
Are you serious?
It was outside.
You don't remember tout?
No.
It was a thing supposed to be kind of. I think it was supposed to be like Twitter or Facebook
Okay,
that WWE partially owned. Hang on, it almost partially owned. Look, no, they were really pushing it. Like Michael Cole, and they was really pushing it. And
Is it like
and
Cameo?
for some reason, huh?
It was kind of like Cameo, kind of.
Was it? I mean,
It
yeah.
was kind of like that. Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan got really into like he had like sarcastically promote tout all the time. They like on the
think I
SmackDown
remember.
talks.
I don't remember.
He was really into
I
it.
didn't recognize the name, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Also, we're gonna do a series for. We're gonna just let Joey talk about old shit. You know, just this week on Joey's old shit. You know, he's gonna talk about just find something from history and talk about it.
Wrestling history or just history?
Just whatever.
I can do both.
Something old. Just grab something
Alright.
fucking old that you want to talk
Okay,
about.
we'll have an Atlantis series.
Yeah.
And
Did you say
He's gonna be
Atlanta?
like, he's gonna talk
Atlanta.
about Dragnet
So
and the
yeah,
Shield.
yeah, we're gonna let Joey talk about some old shit. But yeah, that's where we're going. We're gonna. This is all workshop, and we're doing this shit live, basically. Not live, but you know what I mean. We're on the
We may
fly, this is
do,
the better way to say it.
like watching old, not a pay per view because it'd be too long, but like old
Something
old wrestling show, and then like do
So-
commentary over.
Fucking live fucking production meeting that we're having right here on the show.
Yeah.
Dustin brought something up, which
This is bonus content.
yeah, bonus content hashtag. Dustin brought something up, which originally I was like, I don't know, and I'm still kind of on the fence about it, but there are perks to it. Dustin asked if we were going to start up a Twitch account. I don't know if I want to, because Twitch is super fucking sketchy. However, Twitch has a thing that I just thought about, which we would have to look at the content and see if we want to do it. But Twitch can do watch-alongs, watch parties with Amazon Prime stuff. So if we find stuff on Amazon Prime that we want to watch, some kind of movie, some kind of series, some kind of show, something like that we want to do a watch-along with, where we could live stream it, and then once people click on the stream, if they have Amazon Prime, they can watch it with us, and then we're literally doing what you just said, giving live commentary over that. Technically, we could do we can't do it really because we record this show on Thursdays, but you can do stuff like that with like Thursday Night Football, all kinds of stuff like that. You can do through Twitch, so that's something we can think about, something we can look at.
Amazon Prime used to have the old Memphis wrestling on there for a little while.
I don't know if they have any. That's again.
Nobody
that's,
wants to watch that.
That's something we can look at.
Memphis wrestling is great.
That's something we can look at and think about in the future as well. Like Joey said, find some kind of things to watch along with. Do some kind of companion, maybe. Like I think that's kind of what you're mentioning, Joey.
Yeah.
And then do some kind of little series. Like I know one of the things that I wanted to do, I want to kind of find a way to change it a little bit, which I think I might have an idea to. And we'll mention this when we do the movies thing, but I've mentioned it to you guys. There's a thing that Kind of Funny did where they watched the MCU movies and ranked them. The only difference is the one way I thought that we could differentiate ourselves is one, obviously shorter videos. Because if you look at their videos are like 2 hours long for those because they go through the whole plot. It's fucking hilarious. Go check it out if you want to because it is top tier content. It is hilarious content. Some of the hardest I've laughed is listening to them talk about those movies. So ours will be shorter. We're not going to do the whole plot. We'll just watch one of the movies, come on here, talk about it for a little bit. And then they did a thing where they voted and made one list, and they just would vote. Okay, this Captain America 2 is better than Captain America 3. Who raise your hand, and then it would pass on that way. I say Iron Man 1. We watch Iron Man 1. We come on here. We talk about it. Obviously, it's gonna be ranked 1. Then we do it in either chronological or however order of release, whatever. And then we come up with our own lists. Each of our own lists, and then so we each have our own list of how we think the movies go, and then we could technically average those out together and then come up with the average list as well as our own list. And we could do that with multiple things, not just MCU. So something not really straight up stealing their idea, but kind of also stealing their idea. But until we can figure out our own little avenue for content and what we want to do. So fun shit.
Hell yeah.
So, and then obviously, like, new movies and shit that coming out, like, trailers. Like, we wanted to get all this shit done before D23 so we could watch all their trailers and shit. That didn't happen. So,
Yeah.
Black Panther comes out next month. I'm sure we'll do some stuff to talk about Black Panther. And then we'll move on with trailers and stuff moving into 2023 for, I think, Ant-Man's the next movie after Black Panther?
They done moved everything. I don't remember now.
No, I don't think they moved anything for 2023, did they?
I don't remember.
I don't think so. But we will figure that out later. That's part of a different show. This is the wrestling show. And for the wrestling show, we will see you guys next week unless we decide to take another month and a half hiatus. That is not the plan, especially with us just pumping out this rebrand. But hey, who knows?
Never know with Joey.
That is true. Joey can't make it next week he's cooking or something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys got anything for we end?
Nah.
Nah,
Just,
fam.
Nope. Shout out Dustin's dog right there. Hopefully he didn't shit in the floor.
Ooh.
Oof.
All right, we will see you guys next week. Well, yeah, we ain't got anything. Later, guys.